Alright, hello everyone, my name is PauLInstaMyooin, and we're back for another edition of Pokemon Y Shiny Hunting. So this will be episode 529, and I'm going to be shiny hunting for Tirtouga. So when I finally do find this shiny Tirtouga, I'll actually, it's like a minty color, so I decided with the simple name Mintuga. So instead of Tirtouga, it's M-I-N instead of T-I-R, so Mintuga, Mintuga. Because Min has a T at the end, Tuga has a T at the beginning, so I think it fits quite well. That's whenever I finally find it. But anyways, so for this episode's topic is by me. It's about Minecraft. It's pretty much what was the most annoying slash hardest and or hardest boss that you've ever fought in that game. Now it doesn't have to be just in vanilla. That can be like in any mod or anything like that. But for me, if I would have to say, I'm gonna say both vanilla and Dragon Block C mod. So, I'm gonna start off with vanilla, of course. Vanilla, I would have to say definitely not the Elder Dragon, the Elder Guardian boss with the Elder Guardian Temple. It's so annoying. Like, the second and the most annoying one would be the Ender Dragon, just because of the fact it could knock you off and have the Enderman just attacking and stuff. Like I said, there's a strategy. You can just, like, literally put water all on the ground so that the Enderman will just screw off. So you only have to worry about the Ender Dragon, and you have to worry about fall damage because you'll just land in the water spots anyway. So anyways, yeah, the Elder Guardian's so annoying is because the stupid mining fatigue effect. You get mining fatigue 3 every time you're really close to like as long as you're in the fortress or even just around this like surrounding area that the whole like circumference of the whatever it's called, the Elder Temple or whatever it's called with the Guardian stuff like that. But pretty much, yeah, that's just so annoying because you literally, when you have even just normal blocks, even with an efficiency 5 diamond pickaxe, it takes like every 8 to 10 seconds you get like a crack in the block. So it pretty much like for a block, it's like, how many cracks? It's one, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that means you would be there for like a minute at least, at the very least, to break a block. That is if you're not already having, the water breathing and not getting hit by guardians as well, which they can shoot lasers and knock you back if you don't have Depth Strider. So yeah, definitely that's the most annoying slash hardest boss just to deal with those stupid effects. Because it doesn't have that much health, the Elder Guardian and the Guardians. You can just straight up murder them, but the whole thing about like breaking through blocks and everything like that, it just really makes it such a not fun time at all. And then from Dragon Block C, I would say back in the day when I used to fight the bosses and everything from the sagas, I would have to say it has to be on the lines of like Perfect Cell or who is that other annoying one? The android. Okay, so pretty much when you start out, it's mainly well actually it was mainly the one with the orange hair and then but then also Dr. Gero and then Android 20 I think it was the fat chubby one with that looks like a mime. So anyway, those two together is so annoying. Pretty much what I do to what I've always done is when I start those fights, I go to Super Saiyan 3 because I pretty much like have grinded the sagas over and over again. Because when you beat the saga and then you like redeem it or something like that, and just say that you completed it, you get like a huge amount of training points from it. That's a good way to grind training points to get your stats up and get your more powerful moves and transformations and skills leveled up. So pretty much I would be like Super Saiyan 3 by the time I actually reached the Android saga. So back then they only had Super Saiyan 3 by the way. Nowadays I think they have like Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan 4 as well in 8 mode because back then they were kind of like in development for 8 mode. So it's been a good 4 years since I actually for real played that. So I'm glad to eventually, get to it after I beat um the mod set that I'm working on now, which is the Bleach mod and the Naruto mod in 1.7.10. But anyways, back to the whole hardest fight. So what I used to do, I used to have a certain special attack, certain energy blast actually. I would spawn them in, and then I would go really far away, and it pretty much like I summon a white spirit bomb. Like it gets stronger the more energy you use. So I went to Super Saiyan 3, and then I fully charged it and aimed it at the ground because it counts as splash damage. But if it hits them directly, it won't do as much damage. But it hits the ground and then does damage like I would want to say 50 blocks wide for each direction. So it was like a nuke pretty much. that's what I was rocking, and I was able to like one shot them. So because the white energy is like it doesn't matter if you're good or evil on your character, it just always does the most damage for the white color for the energy attacks. So anyways, yeah, so if you're looking for an energy attack to use, definitely go for the white color. I mean, you can have it look cool, like you can have like a Kamehameha, make it blue or something, but you definitely want the white for power. That's like the strongest color that there is in that like sense with the energy and stuff. But anyways, yeah, they have like most of the bosses there, like especially those two, they had like 4,000, 8,000 health each. One of those, I forget. Like I said, it's been a while since I actually played. But yeah, when you shoot that thing, it slowly comes down, but they don't move. As long as you stay on the ground, because they'll be able to detect you from a while away, even if you're not next to them. If you jump up and get up in the air, they'll get up in the air as well. So you got to be like smart. You have to like land on the ground right when the whole like huge energy ball is about to hit the ground. And like I said, it's a nuke, so you're gonna want to have to run, and plus you're gonna want to have sensor beams on you because they instantly heal like all your chakra and your health because you're gonna be like taking damage and stuff because you used all your energy, and you're not gonna be transformed anymore, so you have to really run. But it's a good way to bomb those bosses because otherwise it just will take forever if you're looking for a fast, good move. And you always also want a huge like energy wave blast, like the white one, and then have it like low charge rate so you can just spam it when you like fight Cell and stuff. Because Cell is gonna be like one of those ones where you can't escape from him. He'll keep teleporting to you, so you can't do the whole nuke strategy and just make them like land on the ground and then the splash effect. So yeah, but anyway, that's definitely some of the hardest bosses for sure. I mean, then again, there's Frieza because if you're just starting out, you're not gonna have much powers. But Frieza's pretty tough as well, and then Ginyu Force, like it gets really tough just on Namek as well. So yeah, but anyways, that's pretty much the toughest slash hardest bosses that I've fought in both vanilla and Dragon Ball Z mods. So I'm curious to know, because obviously there's tons of mods out there and stuff like that. So I'm curious to know what is your hardest ever and a slash annoying boss have you ever fought, and who have you defeated? Which I've, like I said, I've defeated those before, but they're quite annoying, need a lot of preparation and strategy. So, anyways, so yeah, so the things I did yesterday. So what did I do? Um, I did a little bit more work on the whole 1.7.10 world. I got a lot more ores. I'm actually back at my base just smelting. I have like 5 stacks of iron and then I got like a stack of gold. I still have 6 diamonds. I made a fresh new diamond pickaxe not too long ago in that world. So I'm good on diamond pickaxes for now, and then whenever I find more diamonds, obviously it'll just be for more diamond pickaxes. I got a lot more sugarcane, so I made about 3 bookshelves total worth. So that's pretty nice, and I have an extra book just so when I can make the whole eventually rest of the enchantment area. But anyways, that's about what I did. Well, I guess I might as well tell you. So I haven't actually cooked my own like special dishes of food in like I want to say years since I was like in foster care. Because I'm not gonna reveal her name, but my first foster home, the my foster dad, he was like really into cooking, and I really liked to cook and everything with him. So the last time I really actually cooked was I want to say I got home out of foster care at like 13, 14 years old. So it's been about 4 or 5 years. So, but I actually cooked asparagus with like it was like cooked asparagus in a pan. Um, and pretty much how you would do it is you would set obviously when you cook if you didn't know you want to have a surface whether it's butter or oil just rubbed all along the surface of the pan just so it doesn't like get burnt. That's pretty common knowledge for me. I remember that back in the day when I used to cook a lot more. But anyways, yeah. So pretty much what you do, you also want to get like garlic bits, like kind of a tiny scoop of garlic, and spread it along the surface as well. And pretty much then you lay the asparagus in there, and then what I did pretty much, it turned out amazing by the way. It was like really coated, and you can really taste the burnt darkness, and that's how it's supposed to taste. Like it's supposed to be like cooked and burnt like that. Um, because that's how my mom usually made it and stuff. I've seen her make it plenty of times, but I was like, you know what, since I actually really like that stuff and I want to be able to learn it, I was like, you know what, I'm going to learn how to do that. So I did that yesterday, and Yeah, like I said, it turned out amazing. It was really good. So pretty much like I was saying, you pretty much have to flip the the sides. Like you have to have it cooking for like 5 minutes, and then you would flip it, and then you got to make sure the brown side is up, and then you have that for 5 minutes, and then both sides should be pretty cooked. But then you would want to flip it again to the other side to get for another 5 minutes, and then you would go ahead and turn everything off, because then it should be all cooked. So it's like really really good. The garlic and everything complements with the burning darkness taste if you're into that. Like that's why I like black coffee. Like I said, I don't drink stuff like coffee or anything like that. Like I rarely ever do if I just want it just for the taste, but I really don't just to not, stay past my sleeping time. But anyways, yeah, so it just has that kind of darkness taste because I know stuff like dark chocolate, that's just gross. Like it's like a sweet dark, which is like pretty gross to me. But if it's like dark, like black darkness, like it tastes like really good. I know that sounds pretty evil, but it actually just tastes really good that taste. That's why I love black coffee. And and even afterwards, when I got ate the asparagus out of the pan and just got mine out of there, and then it was just like the black bits, the like burnt garlic and everything, it actually tasted really good. I know it sounds pretty disgusting, but yeah, I just like to eat that stuff. Even though most people usually don't eat that stuff, it's just I really like those burnt darkness taste, and then you can feel like the burn inside you of that taste, and you can really feel it in your throat as well. It's really nice. I really like it. I haven't had that taste in a long time. Um, but anyways, yeah. So then after that, after I made the whole asparagus thing, um, I mean, if y'all ever wanted me to like, well, you can look it up yourself as well. But you would have to like, um, put the grill on to like max, and then wait until it's red, and then you put it to number five. Um, and then yeah, then you would like take it off the grill, not the grill, the the little circular thingies. I mean, I guess you can use a grill as well. You just have to have some heat source under it, like a heavy heat source. And then you pretty much that's when you spread like the butter and stuff like that after it's heated. Um, and then the next thing that I made after that, like an hour later, was actually spaghetti squash. Now it's a really interesting thing because my sister actually, I never knew this even existed because I thought there was only like sliced um, yeah, sliced squash with like butter on it and stuff. I thought that was like just good alone, but this whole spaghetti squash thing, it's really crazy. Like pretty much what you gotta do is you gotta set the oven to, you gotta preheat it first. You gotta set it to 400, and then once it gets like it's all ready to go, you just like leave it on uh, until you're actually done with the whole cutting up the squash because you want to get a good squash, good sized squash for this whole spaghetti squash recipe. So pretty much what you want to do is you want to cut off the tips, a good amount of tips of the edges, and it's pretty hard because you got to be pretty strong to actually cut those off, even with a good knife. So you have to have good grip on it and everything. So yeah, you cut those edges off, and then you cut in the middle. You can actually have it standing up while you do this. You cut in the middle and cut straight down the middle the long ways. And then pretty much you would also want to, when you open it, it's like a pumpkin, so you want to scoop out the insides. You can actually eat the seeds, so you can go ahead and bake the seeds on like the whole tray that you put it on. So the seeds are like so good, like you'll know when you actually have some. Um, but anyways, yeah. Then when you scoop out all those insides, all the like lines and everything, the best you can with like a spoon, you actually then you go ahead and put some oil, like cooking oil. I don't think it has to be anything specific. You just have to make sure to rub it on in the inside and then like on the edges, like on the parts that are actually the non-shell parts. And then you lightly pepper it and then lightly salt it as well. Like I said, lightly because if you put too much, it's going to be too much taste. And then you flip it over on the pan. Okay, I'll check this last Tirtouga. But anyway, then you flip it over on the pan. You put four not so much deep fork stabs in it along the front, and I'll talk about more of this next episode. But anyway, yeah, okay. I'll end off 529.